The Extraordinary Tale of Ernest Shackleton and the Endurance Expedition. First, please subscribe on the channel and like the videos. Thank you. Introduction. In the early 20th century, the Antarctic remained one of the last great unexplored frontiers on Earth. Among the most daring and ambitious explorers was Sir Ernest Shackleton, whose incredible story of survival and leadership during the Endurance Expedition has become legendary. The ambitious plan. In 1914, Ernest Shackleton embarked on his most ambitious expedition yet, to cross the Antarctic continent from sea to sea via the South Pole. This would be the first such journey in history. Shackleton's ship, the Endurance, set sail from Plymouth, England, with a crew of 27 men, including scientists, sailors, and a photographer named Frank Hurley. The journey begins. The Endurance reached the Weddell Sea in January 1915. However, just as they were making headway, the ship became trapped in the dense pack ice of the Weddell Sea. Despite their efforts to free the ship, the ice held it firmly in place. Shackleton and his crew were forced to wait, hoping for a thaw. Trapped and isolated. For months, the crew lived aboard the immobilized Endurance as it drifted with the ice floes. Shackleton kept morale high through a strict routine and by maintaining optimism. As winter set in, the ship became their sanctuary against the brutal Antarctic conditions. However, the pressure of the ice eventually became too much for the ship to bear. On October 27, 1915, Shackleton gave the order to abandon the Endurance as it was slowly crushed by the ice. Surviving on the ice, now stranded on the ice with limited supplies, Shackleton's leadership was put to the ultimate test. He organized the men into camps and ensured they stayed active and hopeful. They salvaged supplies from the sinking Endurance and set up makeshift camps on the drifting ice floes. For months, they lived in this icy prison, drifting aimlessly in the Antarctic waters. The incredible boat journey. Realizing that drifting on the ice was not sustainable, Shackleton planned a daring escape. In April 1916, as the ice began to break up, the crew launched their lifeboats and made a perilous journey to Elephant Island, a remote and uninhabited place. After 7 harrowing days at sea, they reached the island, but safety was still far away. Elephant Island was far from any shipping routes, and rescue seemed impossible. The last gamble. Shackleton knew that their only hope for rescue lay in reaching the whaling stations of South Georgia Island. Over 800 miles away across the treacherous Southern Ocean, Shackleton, along with 5 of his strongest men, set off in a 22-foot lifeboat named the James Caird. The journey was fraught with dangers, including violent storms, freezing temperatures, and massive waves. Against all odds, after 16 days of battling the elements, Shackleton and his men miraculously reached South Georgia Island. Their ordeal was not over, though. They landed on the uninhabited side of the island and had to trek across mountainous terrain to reach the whaling stations. Despite their weakened state, they managed to cross the island in 36 hours, arriving at the Stromness whaling station to the astonishment of the whalers. Rescue and reunion. Shackleton's priority was now to rescue the men left behind on Elephant Island. After several failed attempts due to sea ice, Shackleton finally succeeded in reaching them on August 30th, 1916, aboard the Chilean ship Yelcho. Remarkably, all 22 men stranded on Elephant Island were alive, thanks to Shackleton's leadership and their own resilience. Legacy. The Endurance Expedition, despite its failure to accomplish its initial goal, is remembered as a testament to human endurance, leadership, and the will to survive against insurmountable odds. Shackleton's ability to keep his men alive and united under such extreme conditions has made him a model of leadership and crisis management. Conclusion. Ernest Shackleton's story is one of the most compelling survival tales in history. The Endurance Expedition showcases the extraordinary resilience. It serves as an inspiration, reminding us that even in the face of overwhelming adversity, hope and perseverance can lead to incredible achievements.